This pandemic was throwing curveballs at all of us, and none of us knew how to respond or what to do. We actually had 2 hurricanes dump on top of us here in Fairhope, Alabama. So while I was trying to survive the pandemic, 18 trees fell on us. I was really trying to find a good solution to accounting and getting a good tight inventory and something that really made sense for me so I could get a real-time view of my numbers to know where I was to make better business decisions. Bacon is everything to me. Bacon's always been there, and I think it will always be there. My name's Billy Stitt. I make bacon and burgers at my little restaurant called Billy's and my bacon company called Billy's Small Batch Bacon in Fairhope, Alabama. The main inspiration for the whole place was just a collection of places that I love, from menu items to artifacts to table decoration, you name it. Everything has a story. Everything has a place. My brother knew at about 9 he wanted to be a doctor, so he delivers babies. I deliver bacon and burgers. But I fell in love with taking people to breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I fell in love with the hospitality side of it. So I ended up going to Ole Miss. I got a hospitality degree. Worked for a corporate restaurant called Ruby Tuesdays for 20 years of my life. 11 years ago, opened the doors of this crazy little place called Billy's. So when Margin Edge came around, we were in the middle of the pandemic. All kind of stuff was going on, and we were trying to decide where we're going to make it. What were our next steps? Margin Edge enabled us to get real-time data, so our inventory was accurate, and we were able to adjust and survive and actually flourish in a time where a lot of us were just failing. Let me take a moment to introduce you to my smokers. These have been with me since the day we started, and they're very personal. They're all custom made for us, and they do exactly what we want. This is Billy the Original, Robert Bobby Dunn, Thomas Harwood Eubank III, Jimmy the Cundiff, and Carlos Acapulco Screws. If you're lucky enough, I might just name one after you. My daily routine with Margin Edge is pretty simple. It's a lot less time entering data and more time evaluating the data. The recipes, this is my favorite part. Here's the black and blue burger. These are the ingredients. So if I'm buying dill pickles in a 5-gallon bucket from US Foods this week, let's say they're out, and next week I've got to get dill pickles in the 4 1-gallons from Benny Keith, it quickly knows that there's a difference and it adjusts as they take a picture of the invoice. And I'm not really hitting my margin I need right there. So we're about to go through a menu change, and I'm going to be able to make great business decisions based off of this data right here. Not only do you get the technology, you get the people. So the guy that was with me in the beginning was a guy named Michael Richmond, and that guy knows restaurants. I can pick up the phone and call him many times, and we'll pull up my P&L, and we're looking at the same thing, and we'll analyze numbers from bar cost to bar mixer cost to food cost, and kind of see how we're doing, and we look for just the flow.
Inventory in has made it a lot easier for me as the GM to know what's on hand, what we need to order. I do all the inventories now, or invoices, on my phone. If I'm not at the restaurant, one of the other managers can send me a picture of it, and I can automatically upload it to Margin Edge from anywhere.
I want to be able to travel, and I want to be able to go out and sell more bacon. I'm very grateful for companies like Margin Edge that enable me to spend more time working on the results instead of trying to gather those results on a spreadsheet. I know I'm dealing with restaurant people. I know I'm dealing with people that know that I'm looking for a solution and I need it quickly. I definitely have found the right partner. Margin Edge saved our bacon.